It really has been a very long time since I've done any type of actual vlog. So, what's up, everyone? We are here at Taiko Sushi, Carmichael, to do a product shoot for, their food and even capture some video a little bit later to make a couple reels. So, since it's been so long, I decided why not vlog it? And you guys are gonna be coming with me today. So let's go. Definitely a nice little area for a sushi restaurant. Very calm and very relaxed. A little over here in the corner. But I believe they're gonna be closed at 2. So let's come in, let's find a nice spot and set up. I think this table will be a nice spot, but the only thing is I want it darker. I want like a darker corner where I can kind of fade the background out more. With my lighting setup, I could use one of these tables. Oh, this is a tough choice, actually. I do like the wood here, though. A little bit taller, but... So they have yellow tables over there. They have the squid background there, too. Even on the corner. I think I'm going to stick with this wood table. I think it's nice. Little, wear and tear, but that skylight might be a little bit of an additional problem if I'm trying to have just one source of light, maybe 2. So let me get set up. Let me just see what this looks like. Oh, plus I need a power. I need power. That's the other thing. So we're gonna have to find a place for an extension. But for today, I'm running my Sony a7 III 2040-70 Sigma Manfrotto tripod, my Mollus X100 Lite. But the only thing that sucks about that is it would have been perfect except for my battery messed up. So the battery that came with it for like the portable part no longer works. No longer holds a charge, so it's about another $100 for another one. So I don't really think that's going to be the best choice. My only concern is that the background. I would want to make sure I get a nice black background somewhere. But we're going to try here. Try this out. We're going to set this up and see what happens. Shout out to Peter McKinnon bag. It's not the biggest one, but it does the job very well. Second source of light is the 20-watt Zhiyun light. My other diffusers for it are in the car, just because they got sand. It fell, and it got sand all over the magnets, and I have not been able to clean it up, but should be okay as a smaller secondary source of light. Plus, it's magnetic, so I can attach this to pretty much anything I want. I brought this for the gimbal Didn't bring the actual gimbal itself, so I'm gonna have to shoot handheld for the video portion at the end. But for now, let's get this cage set up. So the way I set up this rig is to shoot portrait. Go back and forth between portrait and landscape. But may need to get another cage pretty soon. I will say I do need a new monitor. 100%. Do need a new monitor. But portrait shooting, landscape, monitor. Did bring the magic arm, so we can connect the magic arm to the cage, get some cool shots that way. Plates, drinks, something. So I do want to invest in a bigger clamp though. This clamp is a little bit smaller, so maybe smaller plates, chopsticks, something to kind of, I've seen some shots of people like put the chopsticks in it and then they kind of go into the mouth. So just something else we can play around with today. All right. They keep staring at me and it's hilarious. So funny. So the clips on my monitor thing, well, actually on my actual monitor, this is a Portkeys P6, I think. One of the things broke off, and so the battery doesn't stick fully anymore. So I just gotta watch out for that. That might fall off. If you don't have the multi-tool for the flathead, I also carry this necklace that has a flathead connected to it. Got this from the full-time filmmaker course. So it does come in handy every now and again, especially when I don't have the multi-tool with me or I'm not expecting to go on a shoot. Always comes in handy. Almost forgot the biggest thing. The SD card. Put an SD card in there, but not over here. This is another cool little buy I found on YouTube. PGY Tech. 4 SD cards, 4 micro SD cards, 6 micro SD cards. And it's also a plug-in, so you can have your adapter stuff here. Definitely it's come in handy. All right, so I like the wood area, but there is a corner over there next to the sushi bar, on the sushi bar, where I can possibly get the background of the giant squid too, while focusing on the food itself. It's a little bit darker. They got one little natural skylight coming down. It's closer to a plug as well. I do have like a 50-foot extension cord, but still, I think having that stone surface rather than wood might look a little bit better to fit the aesthetic of the restaurant. So we're gonna try it over there, right on that corner. It's not a lot of surface area to work with, but if I need to, I can flip it and shoot on the other end of this table. But I feel like it might just come out a little bit better because the yellow chairs will stand out against the black background or the darker background. So if I wanted to accent the highlights of those yellow chairs, I think it'll work. So let's flip it. That's gonna keep dropping. Jiminy crickets. Let's count that as, so 2 drops already, just by moving the tripod. Almost 3 right there. Look at that. It's now bent and smashed. I'm gonna focus on it. There it is. Yeah. I need to get another monitor, like ASAP. Cheap one. Cheap one's fine. But let's plug in the light and see how it all looks over here. Nice little angle right there. Not gonna plug this in yet. Settings aren't set, so just bear with me, but this is the kind of look we're gonna go for. If I have it on here, we'll do the rotate and everything. Alright, looking pretty good so far, looking decent. I really do like the one light setup. If I had a darker area, but we have some natural light here, I would have brought out the second light. But I think we're doing pretty good right now. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Beautiful. Good stuff, guys. Well, I mean, it's only me, but good stuff, Nate. Everything for the photos came out pretty good so far. Just shot this last one. I'm not going to do the rotating because it's in a bowl. It'll be a little bit more difficult. It does tilt, but I don't want to... I got to figure out how to fix this before I do any tilting stuff on it. No, it might work though, because I could do a before and after. I love that. Like, I get it. I get it sometimes when you're at a restaurant, some of the workers don't like to be on camera, but if you can find some of the employees that are willing to be on camera, whether it's their hand, whether it's like them eating something or whatever, I think that is sometimes some of the best content you can possibly grab, because one, people will recognize them from the videos, so it'll be a little bit more familiar when they come into the restaurant. Two, it just makes it a little bit more fun, like, oh, it's not just photos of just food, it actually adds more of an element to it when you have somebody kind of participating. So there we go. Look at that. Let me get my face out of here. Is it gonna focus? Is it gonna focus? There we go. It's focusing on it now. Look at that sushi roll. Looks amazing. If there's anybody out there who actually does more product photography, and you see me doing something wrong or messing up, or can improve my technique somehow, throw it in the comments. Let me know. I am not opposed to feedback, so let me know. Alright, so I think we're gonna be going to the kitchen right now, and we'll be filming back there. So I don't think there's any place to set up this camera. If I do find an area, I'll set it up and I will start recording, but if not, sorry. Okay, so first shoot is complete. Well, only shoot for the day is complete. Okay, pros. Great staff. Staff here, very cool, very chill, very, very fun to be around, always cracking jokes. They know how to have fun. So that's a win. Definitely a win. Con. It was dead, so couldn't get much video of like environment or cooking or anything like that because there wasn't much foot traffic coming through. Perfectly fine. It's a Tuesday, so you're not really expecting that much foot traffic. Pro, their setup that they have there, like the environment of the restaurant and everything, was really cool. They have a nice little setup, and it's like a mixture of different restaurants or like places. There's a bar there, what looks like an Italian restaurant of sorts, or Italian something. But just realized this mic isn't on. I also need to invest in new mics. So note to Nate, you need microphones, you need a new monitor, you need another light, Molis X100. Like, that is what you need, is a Molis X100, and you should purchase that soon. I'm making do with what I got, and I think that's my biggest thing. And I tell that to a lot of different creatives, a lot of different content creators, the people that I meet that are, hey, you know,
I want to start off, but I want this, I want that. Yes, we want a lot. I want a new camera. I want new gear. So learn to use what you have. Learn, grow. Don't stay idle. Don't stay where you're at and just think, oh, I've made it. You haven't made it. You've just hit the surface. So you got to go further than that. Let's go home.